space zoos, men sitting on eggs. What a marvelous show you brought us, Seth. And alright, if you haven't checked the show out yet, spoiler alert, but this is Nephilim Entertainment, and here I am covering the Orville, episode number 2, Command Performance. Alright, this is Metatron Uriel, and I'm here to cover episode number 2, Command Performance of the Orville. Alright. Last week I said that I thought this show was going to have a lot of potential, and thus far it has proven me right. Alright, so if you haven't been watching the clips, apparently Boris, that's his name, Boris, apparently he comes from a species called the Macklin, and the Macklin is a one-sex species. In other words, they're all males, that's it. Well, apparently him and his partner Kaladin are having an egg. They're laying an egg, and apparently they're going to have them a nice little lovely little baby, bouncing baby. Gestation is 21 days or some BS, so he's going to have to perch on this egg while it's getting ready to hatch. Alright, so basically what I love about this is the fact that you have Seth Farland's character Ed. His parents call, thinking that they're on some cruise ship. Well, he goes for the distress call. It's not really a distress call. Now, is it? But anyway, I'm getting way ahead of myself. First of all, an egg. Seth, an egg? I guess that's something good you can cover in an alien TV show, especially since, we don't really get the idea of, conception with most alien species. So I guess, hey, why don't we just do something weird and out of the ordinary? Like, hey, when we have them sit on an egg. Fine. Okay, well, apparently when they're going to go answer this call and Boris, whatever his name is, Boris is, doing the gestation thing, puts Alana in charge. A little bitty young girl who is sort of like the head of security. First time I ever command. So right there, right off the gate, boom, we're hit with something that we know is going to be funny. It's going to be funny, epic, or just completely sad. And I honestly thought I was rooting for her. I mean, not just because she's a little cutie, but haven't we all had those moments where we want to prove ourselves? I mean, come on. But the thing that gets me is you have this nice little debate about them splitting up. Apparently, Ed's parents doesn't like Kelly for obvious reasons. So Kelly, by the way, is the wife that is now his second in command, and she cheated on him when they were married. Blah blah blah. Watch the first episode. Anyway, apparently the parents don't like Ed's parents doesn't not like her for obvious reasons. So when they're gonna go onto the ship, and this is the thing that stuck out and I thought was funny as hell, they have a cannabis edible. That's right. You can look at the computer and pretty much tell them what you want, and boom, pops up right there. Cannabis edible. Apparently Seth is so transfixed on pot that he has it even in this TV show now. I mean, come on. What are you gonna do, Seth? What are you gonna do? Apparently, Federation doesn't allows pot. I guess I don't know, but I thought that was funny. Just want to put that out there. I thought that was funny. I know, according to YouTube policies, we cannot emphasize any kind of bad doing like that. So, by all means, kids, weed is bad. I just think that's funny, though. I mean, it's Seth. I mean, come on. He's going to make a pot reference every time he does a movie or TV show. I mean, come on. But the real fun begins when Alara has her meltdown. And I mean, this girl goes from, okay, I got this. You got this? I got this. Does a shot of tequila. You gonna throw up? No, I ain't gonna throw up. I got this. Okay, meltdown, imminent. We knew that was coming. We knew it. I mean, there's no way around it. I mean, we knew it was coming. Poor girl cannot handle the command. And the thing that gets me is she goes to the dock. She goes to the dock on the ship and asks for advice. Doc uses an Obi-Wan Kenobi reference. I mean, come on now. You got the two biggest rivals. The two biggest rivals of any sci-fi franchise. Star Wars and Star Trek. And you're making a Star Wars reference in the middle of your Star Trek like TV show. Oh my God. That is some guts, Seth. Bravo, sir. Bravo. I love it. When she said Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh my God. I no. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Seth is just he's gotten bold. He's gotten bold. May not be a big deal for you, but I want you to understand something. Star Trek, Star Wars, two of the biggest franchises that have been butting heads ever since the 80s. Butting heads, and Seth turns around and names drops right there. Right there. I mean, best way I can put it, oh man, I don't even know how to compare it. I mean, that is like the two biggest feuding factors right there. You're gonna use your Star Trek you're gonna use your Star Trek based, and just to me, I know some fans are gonna be hating on that. I know. I think it's funny, but there's gonna be some fans hating. But Ed and Kelly, they get abducted by apparently this people that are called the Calvin. Apparently they want to like catching species and display them in zoos like they're animals. So you got Ed and Kelly in a zoo, locked behind a glass or little ion, whatever, cosmic shield thing. And comedy wants to get ensues. I mean, it's the whole nitpicking. You're eating your cereal too loud. Well, why are you drinking a beer first thing in the morning? This is why I'm glad I'm single, because this whole back and forth thing, and you can see obviously why they split up. That to me, I like how Seth puts a lot of human features into it. The bitterness, the nitpicking, all that into this TV show. So they find out that they get transferred to Calvin Zoo. Well, Alora contacts an admiral. She's given the no-go, you can't go. So she backs down, cowers down. And I find that ironic, considering that her species is so big on strength, and yet she cowers and is so panicky and fearful. Double standards, I guess? I don't know. I just find that ironic. You got a creature that's so immensely strong that she breaks Ed's desk, and yet she will not stand up to an admiral. I find it ironic that she has a meltdown and turns around and acts like a little scared little whipped puppy dog. So she makes a choice. Gordon and John and the rest of the crew are not happy about it, though. Oh my God. They make her feel like the ugly girl in the classroom. I mean, she is ostracized, and everybody just, as soon as she walks in, they're like, but I love it because she stepped up, of course. They go after, of course, they want to go after Ed and Kelly and try to rescue them from the zoo. Well, Isaac the robot is their sort of way in, because the Calvin species is so uppity about being a superior race that only Isaac's race is apparently accepted as an equal, I guess you could say. So they go there, and the thing that gets me is they almost caused Ed and Kelly's life when they said they had a disease that can cause an epidemic. So euthanization. That's something you don't want to hear when it comes to rescuing your friends. Euthanization sweep. Oh, no lasers and it was bad, bad. So that could have been very well the very end of the series, I guess you could say. But in classic Seth Flanagan style, it was reduced to nothing more than just a close encounter with the lasers, and then apparently Gordon had a better trade for them, and Alora used her skills as a trader to rescue Ed and Kelly, and apparently it was to give them clips of reality TV shows that we're watching nowadays, you know, like Bachelorette, Duck Dynasty. It speaks volumes about our race. We basically display stuff that could be put in a zoo. What does that say about us? But not much else can be said about that. That is just sad and pathetic. Alright, and up next, this is the Orville edition. What is up next for next week's episode? First of all, after this whole ordeal on the ship and the zoo happened, the egg finally hatched, and Bortus and Callan saw this baby, and apparently it was something that was unheard of, a female Macklin. And the next episode is something about a girl, or something about a female, so that apparently is going to be in the next week's episode, and plus they are moving to Thursday, so if you are a fan of the show and you're watching the show, check it out on Thursday. It is now on Thursdays. So with that being said, tell me what you think about this show so far. Who's your favorite character? Me personally, I'm liking Gordon, I'm liking John, I am liking Kelly, I'm liking Ed, and I'm liking Alara. So who's your favorite character? Leave a comment down below. Hit that like button if you like this video. Let's get this going. Let's get this ball rolling, people. But that's going to do it for me. My name is Metatron Euro. You're watching Nephilim Entertainment. To all you daydreamers and creators out there, keep your heads in the cloud. Peace.